All right, so part 3. If you absolutely have to eat the carnivore diet for the time being because you have autoimmune and you just have all these symptoms, and the only way to alleviate your symptoms is this carnivore diet, at least try to block the iron. So if you can eat some dairy, do it. Okay, you're already eliminating a lot, but if you don't eliminate dairy unless you absolutely have to, because otherwise dairy could be very beneficial and it can make this whole thing work much better. Also, same with fish. If you can replace some of that red meat, or maybe all of that red meat, with fish, I think that'd be a much better option, because fish is much less high in iron, so you're gonna have a better issue with that. But yeah, hopefully you're lucky enough that you can eat some dairy. That would minimize the iron problem. So secondly is try very hard to, don't restrict eggs, butter, ghee, and cheese, right? Unless you absolutely have to. The diet's already extremely restricted, so if you can eat any of this stuff, go for it, because especially cheese, because that's going to supply you with some alkaline minerals. The diet's already very acidic, okay? Meat flesh, it's very acidic. If you were to burn meat flesh to an ash, it's going to be an acidic residue. Very acidic minerals, very high in phosphorus. Where's the calcium? So cheese can kind of balance out the acidic nature of the meat. Also, if you could do bone broth, that would be helpful, rather than just straight muscle meat diet. And eggs too. If you could just eat some eggs, that would provide more variety in your diet. But I understand a lot of people can't eat this stuff, maybe because they're extremely sensitive, like Michaela Peterson, if you're one of these extremely sensitive people. But maybe ghee. At least try ghee, because ghee, you should be able to tolerate it. A lot of people can tolerate ghee because there's not even casein in ghee. It's just the clarified butter. So try that. Don't eat raw meat, okay? The carnivore diet, there's like a bridge from the carnivore diet to like the raw meat carnivore diet. That's like the extreme version of this, and I'm telling you, those people are really risking their health, because it's like it's playing Russian roulette, okay? So, especially pork. If you're going to do the carnivore diet, don't eat pork. That's like the most contaminated, most likely meat to have parasites. Pork is just this awful thing. Gross. Don't eat pork. But if you're going to eat meat, at least do it boiled. Okay, you've got to think about how you're processing this meat. Boiled is going to have less toxins, less of these heterocyclic amines that are created from cooking the meat, roasting it, frying it, etc. Frozen, that's a way you can kill the parasites. So if you're really worried about cooking meat altogether, if you want to do the raw meat thing, at least freeze the meat, because that's going to kill a lot of the parasites. Deep freeze it, That's how they eliminate the parasites for a lot of the sushi meat. And they're freezing the fish so it doesn't have the parasites. And in part 4, we're going to talk about how to healing the gut. So maybe, hopefully if you can heal the gut, you don't even have to do this carnivore diet. That's the ideal scenario. We're going to talk about that in part 4. Part 4 is going to have to be another video altogether, because this is too long, too much. We're covering too much. So part 4, we're going to talk about healing the gut. A big part of healing the gut is going to be killing the viruses that are causing the autoimmune condition in the first place. You can just kill those viruses, heal the gut with supplement regimen and proper diet. I think it can be done. And you won't have to do this carnivore diet. You can actually eat the plants and benefit from these plant hormetic compounds. And it's going to be better. You don't want to have this restricted diet forever. And I don't think it's good for longevity. So if you can heal the gut and everything, we're going to get to the root problem of this. So you don't have to do this extreme carnivore diet. Nobody wants to do that. It's really a last case case scenario. You don't want to have to resort to that, okay? But I can understand people are really suffering. They're really reaching for anything at this point to solve their problems. But, having said all that, the carnivore diet's still probably better than the vegan diet. Okay, the vegan diet's the worst, and I made a whole video about that. I'll link that in the description too. If you're a vegan, go watch that. Anyways, thank you, and hope this can help you if you're considering going on the carnivore diet, or maybe you're already on it. You don't have to do this forever, okay? So that's it. May you live forever. That's what it's all about, is living forever. So we're gonna solve these issues. We can do it, okay? That's it. Thank you. Goodbye.